There's a mask in a small Nigerian village. A mask that has killed every single person who dared to wear it. And last month, Adanna became its newest victim. This is the truth she saw before she died. Hit the subscribe button now to enjoy more African folklore tales. Now to the story. The mask screamed at Adanna the moment she entered her grandfather's compound. Not literally. It hung silent on the wall of the shrine room, carved from dark Iroko wood. Its face frozen in an expression between agony and ecstasy. But something about it made her skin crawl, made her want to run back to her car and drive the 6 hours back to Lagos without looking back. You feel it, don't you? Her grandmother, Mama Nuku, stood in the doorway, her ancient face unreadable. The power, the warning. Adanna tore her eyes away from the mask. I feel like that thing is watching me. It is. Mama Nuku entered the shrine room, something Adanna had never been allowed to do as a child. Your grandfather has been dead 3 days now. Before he passed, he said you must come. You, not your brothers, not your father. You. Why me? Because you are the seventh daughter of a seventh daughter. Because the gift skipped your father, but lives in you. The old woman moved to stand before the mask, her body blocking Adanna's view. Because you are the new keeper. Adanna laughed, a nervous, brittle sound. Mama, I'm a lawyer. I live in Lagos. I don't believe in... What you believe does not matter. Mama Nuku's voice caught like a blade. The mask is real. The curse is real. And now that your grandfather is gone, someone must guard it. Someone must make sure it is never worn. She stepped aside, and Adanna saw the inscription carved beneath the mask. Even after years away from the village, she could still read the old Igbo. Onye metara nike aga ahu edioku nili, ma edioku auga egbu yeya. Whoever wears this shall see all truths, but those truths will destroy them. It's just a story, Adanna whispered, but her voice lacked conviction. Then why are your hands shaking? Adanna looked down. Her grandmother was right. The mask was created 400 years ago, Mama Nuku said, her voice taking on the rhythmic quality of a storyteller. By a powerful dibia who wants to see into the hearts of men, to know truth from lies, to see the world as it really was, without illusion. What happened to him? He wore the mask once, just once. Mama Nuku's eyes were distant. They found him 3 days later, blind and mad, clawing at his own face. He died screaming about the things he had seen. The truths that humans were never meant to know. A chill ran down Adanna's spine. Why didn't they destroy it? Because the mask cannot be destroyed. Fire will not burn it. Blades will not cut it. Water will not rot it. It simply exists. And so, our family has guarded it for 15 generations, making sure no one ever wears it again. Until now. Adanna said softly, until now. Mama Nuku pulled out a key. Old, iron, ornate. This locks the shrine. You will take the mask back to Lagos. You will keep it hidden. You will tell no one about it. And above all, I must never wear it. Never. Mama Nuku pressed the key into Adanna's palm. The mask shows truth, child. All truth. Every secret, every lie, every hidden thing. The human mind was not built to bear such knowledge. Do you understand? Adanna nodded, though she didn't really understand. Not yet. She would soon wish she never understood at all. Adanna's apartment in Ikoyi was everything a grandmother's village was not. Modern, clean, rational, glass and chrome, and logical spaces. The mask looked obscene against a minimalist decor. She'd wrapped it in cloth, locked it in a wooden box her grandfather had provided, and shoved the box into the back of her closet. Out of sight, out of mind. But she could still feel it, like a weight in the air, like eyes watching from the darkness. "You're being ridiculous," Adanna told herself, pouring a glass of wine. "It's just wood, just a carving." Her phone rang. Her fiancé, Chike. "Baby, where have you been?" "I've been calling all day." "Sorry, I was at the village. My grandfather died." "Oh." Chike's voice shifted, became perfunctory. "Sorry for your loss. When's the funeral?" "Next week. You'll come with me, right?" A pause. Too long. "I'll try. Work is crazy right now. This deal with the Chinese investors." "Chike, it's my grandfather's funeral." "I said I'll try, Adanna. Don't start with me." His voice had an edge now, the one that made her back down in arguments. "Listen, I have to go. We'll talk later." He hung up before she could respond. Adanna stared at her phone, that familiar feeling settling over her. The one where she questioned if she was being too demanding, too needy, too much. From the bedroom, she could swear she heard something. A whisper, a call. "See the truth." "Stop it," Adanna said to the empty apartment. "You're exhausted. You're grieving. That's all." She went to bed, but sleep wouldn't come. The week passed in a haze of funeral preparations and mounting tension with Chike. He forgot their anniversary dinner. He came home late, 3 nights in a row, smelling of perfume that wasn't hers. When she asked about it, he accused her of being paranoid, controlling, insecure. "You're so suspicious all the time," Chike said on Thursday night, his handsome face twisted with frustration. "It's exhausting, Adanna. Can't you just trust me?" "I want to trust you. But when you come home at 2 a.m., smelling like someone else..." "That was my colleague, Nicom. We were working late." "Jesus, you act like I'm some kind of criminal." After he stormed off to the guest room, Adanna sat alone in the darkness, tears streaming down her face. "If only I could know the truth," she thought. "If only I could see what's really happening." The mask whispered from the closet, "I can show you." "No," Adanna said aloud. "It's not real. It's just grief and stress making me imagine things." But the next morning, she opened the closet, pulled out the box, stared at the carved wood through the cloth wrapping. Just one look. What harm could one look do? She unwrapped the mask. In the morning light, it was somehow more disturbing than in the shrine's shadows. The face was neither male nor female, neither young nor old. The eyes were hollow, endless. The mouth was open in a terrible expression, speaking or screaming. She couldn't tell which. Adanna's hands moved toward it. Her phone rang, making her jump. Her best friend, Zainab. "Ada, thank God. I need your legal advice. Can you meet me for lunch?" The spell broken. Adanna quickly wrapped the mask again and shoved it back into the closet. Yes, let's meet." As she left the apartment, she didn't see the mask shift slightly in its box, the wooden face turning toward the door, waiting. Lunch with Zainab should have been a distraction. Instead, it became a revelation of a different kind. "It's about Chike," Zainab said, pushing her jollof rice around her plate, not meeting Adanna's eyes. Adanna's stomach dropped. "What about him?" "I saw him last night at Ocean View restaurant." Zainab finally looked up. "With a woman." "They were close, very close." "That was probably Ikem, his colleague. They're working on a big deal." "Ada." Zainab's voice was gentle but firm. They were holding hands, She was wearing his jacket. They kissed before they left. The restaurant noise faded to white noise. You're sure it was him? I'm sure. I'm so sorry. I debated telling you, but if I were being cheated on, I'd want to know. Adanna drove home on autopilot, Zainab's words echoing in her head. When she arrived, Chick's car was in the parking garage. He was home early, unusual. She found him in the shower, singing. His phone sat on the bedside table, unlocked. Adanna had never been the type to snoop. She'd always believed in trust, in communication, in the sanctity of privacy. But her hand reached for the phone anyway. The messages were all there, dozens of them, to someone named N with heart emojis. Can't wait to see you tonight, my love. She suspects nothing. She's too busy with her village nonsense. Once I get access to a trust fund, we can finally be together properly. Adanna's vision blurred. The phone slipped from her shaking hands. Ada, that's you. Cheek's voice from the bathroom. She ran out of the bedroom, down the hall, into her own closet, where the mask waited. See the truth, it whispered. See all the truth. I already know the truth, Adanna sobbed. He's cheating. He's using me. I don't need magic to tell me that. But there's more. So much more. Don't you want to see? Don't you want to know everything? Adanna's hands were on the box before she could stop herself, opening it, lifting the mask. It was warm to the touch, alive. Behind her, Chike's voice. Ada, what are you doing? She turned. He stood in the doorway, towel around his waist, eyes widening as he saw what she held. What is that? The truth. Adanna heard herself say, it shows the truth. Baby, you're not making sense. You're upset. Let's talk. Adanna lifted the mask to her face. For one infinite moment, nothing happened. Then the world exploded into truth. The mask settled over Adanna's face like a second skin, warm and alive. And then she could see. Oh God, she could see. Chika stood before her, but he was no longer the man she knew. Around him, like a shimmering aura, she could see the truth of him. Every lie he'd ever told her appeared as dark threads, weaving through the air. Every manipulation, every calculated word, every false smile, all visible now, all exposed. She saw him researching her family's wealth before their first date, saw him practicing his spontaneous proposal in front of a mirror, saw him with Nkem and 3 other women in hotels, cars, empty offices. Ada, your eyes. What's happening to your eyes? But Adanna wasn't listening. The vision was expanding. She could see through the walls now, see her neighbors, see their truths. The kind old man in 4B who everyone loved. She saw the websites he visited, the things he did in the dark. The successful businesswoman in 3A. She saw the embezzlement, the drugs, the desperate calls to a dealer. The young couple in 5C who seemed so happy. She saw their mutual contempt, their plans to divorce, their secret affairs. Make it stop, Adanna whispered. Please, make it stop. But the mask wouldn't stop. It was hungry. It wanted her to see everything. Her vision flew beyond the building, across Lagos. Millions of people, millions of truths. She saw politicians taking bribes while preaching integrity, saw pastors stealing from their congregations, saw teachers abusing students, saw doctors making fatal mistakes and hiding them, saw police torturing innocent people, saw judges selling verdicts. Every lie, every secret, every hidden sin, the weight of it crashed over her like a tsunami. Get it off, Adanna screamed, clawing at the mask. "Get it off me!" But the mask wouldn't come off. It had fused to her skin, becoming part of her face. Chike grabbed her hands. "Stop! You're hurting yourself." She looked at him and saw more. Saw his plan to propose to Onkem next month. Saw his intention to clean out Adanna's account before disappearing. Saw his complete lack of love. There was only greed, only calculation, only cold ambition. "You never loved me," Adanna said, her voice strange, distant. "Not even at the beginning. You researched my family, found out about a trust fund, planned everything, every date, every word. It was all a lie." Cheek's face went pale. "How did you?" "The mask shows truth." Adanna laughed, a terrible sound. "All truth. And now, I can't stop seeing it." For 3 days, Adanna tried to remove the mask. She clawed at it until her fingers bled. The wood wouldn't budge. She tried prying it off with tools. The mask was harder than steel. She tried water, fire, chemicals. Nothing worked. And all the while, the visions continued. She saw her father's secret second family in Abuja. Saw her mother's knowledge of it and her choice to stay silent for the sake of social standing. Saw her oldest brother's gambling addiction and the company money he'd stolen. Saw her sister's abortion and the family friend who'd forced himself on her. Every secret her family had ever kept, exposed. Every lie they told, revealed. "Please," Adanna begged the mask, the apartment, God, anyone who would listen. "I can't take any more. I don't want to see." But the mask wouldn't stop. On the 4th day, Mama Nuku arrived. "I felt it," the old woman said, standing in the doorway of Adanna's apartment. "The moment you put it on, I felt the mask wake up." Adanna sat in the corner, rocking back and forth, the mask still fused to her face. Her eyes, once warm brown, had turned completely black. "Take it off," Adanna whispered. "Please, Mama, take it off." "I cannot." Mama Nuku knelt beside her, tears streaming down her ancient face. "No one can. I warned you, child. I warned you. I just wanted to know the truth about Chiki. I just wanted to see, and now you see everything, every truth, every secret, every darkness in every human heart." Mama Nuku touched Adanna's hand gently. "The mask will not release you until it has shown you all there is to see, until you have witnessed every truth in the world. That will kill me." "Yes," the old woman's voice broke. "It killed the dibia who created it. It killed 3 other keepers who were foolish enough to wear it. And now, it will kill you." Adanna looked at her grandmother and saw truths she wished she hadn't. Saw the baby Mama Nuku had smothered at birth because it was born deformed. A mercy killing she'd kept secret for 60 years. Saw the rival she'd poisoned to secure her position as the village healer. Saw the dark things she'd done in the name of protection, of tradition, of necessity. "Even you," Adanna whispered, "even you have done terrible things. Everyone has done terrible things." Mama Nuku stood, her face resigned. "That is the truth the mask teaches. There are no pure hearts, no innocent souls, only shades of darkness, some deeper than others. Then why do we keep living? If everyone is terrible, if nothing is real, if every love is tainted, and every kindness has hidden motives, why? Because we must live with partial truth, with merciful blindness. The gods gave us limited sight for a reason." Mama Nuku moved toward the door. "I will prepare the shrine. When you can no longer bear it, come home. Let the ancestors receive you. It is the only mercy left." She left, and Adanna was alone with infinite truth. By day 7, Adanna could no longer tell where her consciousness ended and the mask began. She'd stopped eating, stopped sleeping. Her body was failing, but the visions wouldn't stop. She saw global conspiracies and petty betrayals with equal clarity, saw world leaders planning wars over breakfast, saw children lying to parents, parents lying to children, saw love letters written with hate in hearts, saw prayers offered by people who believed in nothing, saw every human being on earth wearing their own masks, masks of normalcy, of sanity, of goodness, while darkness right beneath. The mask had been right. Truth destroyed everything. Cheek had tried to visit once. She'd sent him away after describing every woman he'd been with, every lie he told, every plan he'd made. He'd fled, terrified, and she'd heard him on his phone telling Nkem they needed to leave the country immediately. Zainab had come too. Adanna had told her best friend the truth she'd been hiding, that she was in love with Adanna, had been for years, had introduced her to Cheek, hoping it would fail, hoping Adanna would turn to her instead. Everyone Adanna loved was revealed as something else entirely. And the worst part, the absolute worst part, was that she couldn't hate them, because the mask also showed her why, showed her every trauma, every wound, every circumstance that had shaped them into who they were, showed her that people were neither good nor evil, but complex and broken and doing their best with limited understanding. It was too much nuance, too much context, too much truth. On day 9, Adanna made her decision. The drive to her grandmother's village should have taken 6 hours. Adanna didn't remember making it. She existed in a space beyond time now, beyond normal human consciousness. The mask had consumed her, or she had become the mask. There was no difference anymore. Mama Nuku was waiting at the shrine. "You've come to die," the old woman said simply. "Yes." Adanna's voice was hollow. I can't carry this anymore. The weight of all truth, it's crushing me." "I know, child." Mama Nuku opened the shrine door. "Come, the ancestors are waiting." The shrine was prepared, as it had been for the others. The 3 keepers before Adanna, who'd made the same mistake, paid the same price. Candles lit, incense burning, sacred symbols drawn on the floor. "When you die," Mama Nuku said, "the mask will release. It will return to the wall, and we will find another keeper, someone who will guard it, someone who will resist the temptation you could not." "I'm sorry," Adanna whispered. "I'm so sorry, Mama. I thought I was strong enough. I thought knowing the truth would set me free." "The truth doesn't set you free, child. It binds you. Only illusion allows us to live." Mama Nuku helped Adanna lie down on the mat. "But you will be free soon. I promise." Adanna's black eyes stared at the ceiling. "I can see it now. The moment I die. The moment 3 months from now, when you wear the mask yourself, unable to resist. I can see you dying too. And then, your successor, and theirs. The cycle never ends." Mama Nuku's hands froze. "What?" "The mask's final truth." Adanna turned her head to look at her grandmother. "Every keeper eventually wears it. The temptation is too great. We all think we'll be different. We all think we can handle it. But the mask was made to be worn. The curse was made to spread. That's its true purpose." No, I would never." "Yes, you will." "I can see it." A tear rolled down Adanna's cheek. "In 3 months, your husband's death will devastate you. You'll want to know if he loved you truly, if his last thoughts were of you, and you put on the mask, and you'll die screaming like I'm about to. Mama Nuku backed away, horror dawning on her face. How do we stop it? We don't. Adanna's breathing was becoming labored. That's the final truth. The mask can't be destroyed. It can't be resisted. It exists to show us that seeking absolute truth is itself a curse. That some knowledge should remain hidden. That gods and humans should stay separate. Her body began to convulse. The visions were reaching their crescendo. All truth, all knowledge, all reality flooding into her finite mind at once. I see it all now, Adanna gasped. Every moment, every timeline, every possibility. I see the creation of the universe and its eventual death. I see every person who has ever lived and ever will live. I see God. She screamed. It was the same scream the dibia had made 400 years ago. The same scream the mask had carried in its carved features. The scream of someone who had seen too much. Adanna Okafor died at dawn, in her grandmother's shrine, with the mask still fused to her face. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the mask began to crack, slowly, like ice melting. It separated from her dead skin, fall away, return to its original form, just carved wood, nothing more. Mama Nuku watched, trembling, as the mask rolled across the floor and settled facing her. In its hollow eyes, she swore she saw Adanna's spirit, trapped and screaming. I won't, Mama Nuku said aloud. I won't wear it. I'll be strong. I'll resist. The mask said nothing, but somehow she knew it was smiling. 3 months later, Mama Nuku's husband died in his sleep. She held his cold hand and wondered, had he loved her, really loved her? Or had their 50-year marriage been obligation, convenience, habit? If only she could know the truth. In the shrine, the mask waited. Epilogue. The pattern. The village elders buried Mama Nuku beside Adanna 6 months after her granddaughter's death. The mask returned to the wall, cleaned and waiting, as it had for 400 years. Adanna's younger sister, Chiamaka, arrived from London for the funeral. She was studying anthropology, writing a dissertation on African spiritual artifacts. What's that? She asked, entering the shrine her family had always forbidden her to enter. Her father, haunted, hollowed out by grief, looked at her with empty eyes. The mask that must never be worn. Why not? Because it shows truth, all truth, and the human mind cannot bear it. Chiamaka moved closer, her academic interest piqued. Fascinating. Have there been studies, documentation? I'd love to include this in my research. No. Her father grabbed her arm. Chiamaka, listen to me. Your sister died because of that mask. Your grandmother too. You must never touch it. Never even look at it too long. But Chiamaka had already seen it. And in seeing it, she felt it. The call, the promise, the hunger for knowledge that had always defined her. See the truth, the mask whispered, as it had whispered for 400 years. See everything. I just want to examine it, Chiamaka said. Just document it for my research. I won't wear it. I'm not stupid. Her father looked at her with the eyes of someone who'd seen this pattern before, who knew how it would end. That's exactly what Adanna said. But Chiamaka was young, brilliant, rational. She didn't believe in curses, didn't believe in ancient powers. She believed in knowledge, in truth, in the strength of the human mind to understand anything. She believed she would be different. The mask waited, patient as stone, wearing the same terrible expression it had worn for 4 centuries, between agony and ecstasy, between knowledge and destruction, between truth and madness. And the cycle, as always, began again. The end, or is it? In a small village in southeastern Nigeria, a mask hangs on a shrine wall. It has hung there for 400 years. It will hang there for 400 more. Waiting, always waiting, for the next person who believes they can handle the truth. For the next person who thinks they'll be different. For you